Hello friends, it's Sherry from Turquoise Dreaming. How's everyone doing today? Welcome to my channel. Thank you for joining me and welcome to my craft room today. So I've been cleaning up my craft room. I mean, aren't we always cleaning up our craft rooms, right? If you have a craft room or your craft area or whatever. Anyway, yes, I'm always trying to clean up my craft room. So I kind of cleaned up my table here a little bit that I work on and the dresser behind me, and I still need to clean that table over there, which is my sewing machine table, and the desk over there, which is just a desk where I keep things, you know, in drawer. It has four drawers, so I keep things organized in the drawers. I already cleaned out two of the drawers to just make sure I'm kind of maximizing my space and not just throwing things in drawers, you know, type of thing. And I did take a couple of things out of the room that I figure I'm not going to use. I haven't used them, or I used them and they didn't work so well. So I was like, you know, I need to really maximize and my space in here. I mean, it's a whole room, but still it's not, you know, huge or anything. So trying to maximize my space and just not waste it by things I'm not using. So did that today. So happy that I got that started kind of in a major way. So if I can get those other two spots cleaned up tomorrow, I'll feel better anyway. So I wanted to update you on this journal I'm working on. I have two projects that have deadlines. So this is my design team project for Tsunami Rose for November. So I need to finish this in the next couple of days. And I've just been, you know, with the holidays and everything, it's been a little hard to get back to this. But it's coming out super pretty. It's this, you know, a little bit bigger size, as you can see. Here's my hand. And it's got a lot of pages, even though it might not look like a lot of pages. I put a lot of pages in here, about 20 papers folded in half. That's 40, or if you count fronts and backs, that would be 80 or so. So let me show you what I've done. You saw the front and back before. I started with just the pages from the kit, the digital kit that I'm using, which is the French Classifieds. Here's the cover right here. And I believe she has this kit in this size, like regular, I'm going to call it regular size. And then the Traveler's Notebook size. So let me just kind of show you what I did add to the kit as far as pages. So I took the regular kit pages and then added, I don't know if you saw a pocket, but I had the pocket here. And I added some of this is a avocado dyed composition book page. So that was so pretty and it went well. I mean, look at the color and look at the color of the fabric here and the colors in this journal, and it goes really well. The avocado dyed, kind of that pinkish hue that you get from the avocado dyed paper. It goes so well. And I have some coffee dyed paper in here. That was my number one thing I wanted to use in here because I know it looks so pretty with these vintagey but bright colors in this digital kit. This was a shorter page, and I do like to add a variety of pages in my journals. So this was a shorter book page from a William Shakespeare journal that I had taken apart. So this has some lines on this side and some words from the different William Shakespeare type, you know, literature. And then coffee dyed paper, I added a doily. I just want to show you the variety of pages I have in here, just to give you an idea if you're working on something like this, that you can use the digital kit, but you can also use your original book pages. This is a vintage music page, and you can use your, you know, your other papers. This is some onion skin paper, vintage. I did add some lace, some of this actual tatting here that I used on the outside. I added that to a couple of pages in here. This is a coffee dyed ledger, some more coffee dyed paper, and then this is some Rit dyed book pages, and that color also went well with this, the colors. I mean, here, look at this right here, the lines in here, they're almost the same color as this book page. And then some avocado dyed I had some little vintage notebook with just little like, you know, lined pages, and I took that apart and avocado dyed those pages, so that's what that is. And this is a beautiful avocado dyed page here, and it's kind of that pinkish hue. And then the other side of, let's see, no, we're not quite in the middle. So another coffee dyed page and another writ dyed page. And then we're at the middle. So you know what's back here, the other half of those pages, right? So a lot of pages put in here. And then I was preparing the ephemera and pockets and things. So I did prepare right here. I have some folded into different pockets here. Some coffee dyed paper, and this is something I have never made before. I have made these little tuck spots, you know, that you can use on corners in your journals, but I had not made these before. So I made, let's see, I make 2 of each one. I wasn't sure how many I would use, but I went ahead and made it 2 of each one. So, and decorated them so they're ready to glue down. So this is the page that you open up, you glue it down, and you can have a pocket back here, and you can have a pocket right here. And then when it's glued down, it kind of opens up like this, you know, and unfolds, and you have a big kind of secret journaling space inside of this hole. It's a whole 8.5 by 11 piece of paper pretty much, and then it folds back like this, and this tucks in here. Okay, so I made 2 of those, and it's coffee dyed, and I like the white lace or white, this is a white doily, and that I thought just looks so pretty against the coffee dyed paper. Let me show you up close so you can see how pretty that is right here. Just a little, it's a simple little decoration, but it's so pretty, that contrast between the white and the coffee dye. So I had made 2 of those. Wasn't sure, like I said, how many I would need in here. I showed you this. This also has a piece of doily on there. And then this one is a folded, you know, pretty much from one piece of paper. I folded this, and you can have a pocket behind. And I made it so it has a pocket here in the top. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 pockets and a flip up. I kind of really love these. These are pretty neat. I made them in opposite directions. So like, can you see this one, you know, flips up this way, and this one flips up this way. So you can make them in opposite directions depending on what page, like you want to put it on this side or do you want to put it on this side type of thing. So then I decorated these also coffee dyed page with white. So this is actual lace here, not a doily. So this is a piece of trim, really pretty, kind of almost eyelet. I guess maybe that might be eyelet. I don't know. It's just pretty trim, white lace. And then this is a doily here. So those also came out really pretty. So right now, what I'm doing is looking for a space to put some of these things in here. So let's just look for something to put. Let's see, I have one of these right now, and let's put one of each in and then see if we want to put any more, because I have lots of other things from the kit to put in here too. I have all of this ephemera from the kit, and I have all of this ephemera that I have in this little pouch, organized and cut out and ready to go for the kit. Oh, I have another little, I think I have another little tuck spot in here that I did. Yeah, I have this too. This is another little fold out piece that I did for the first time. And if you want me to do a video and show you how I made these, I can do that. But this one, let's see. You glue it down and then it opens up. Let's see, if you glue it down like this, it opens up like this. Okay. So pretty cool, right? I thought those were neat. So really not very hard either. They're a little hard. I thought they were a little hard, to tell you the truth. But once you figure it out, they're not hard. So this is the biggest one. So let's look for a space for one of these. And when we come to the page we want to put it on, we'll decide which side, since I have one for either side of, you know, right or left. So I don't think I want it on a coffee dyed page. It doesn't really stand out. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I like to glue things down on music pages, I can tell you that. And like, I don't really like to cover up things either. Let's see, like the beautiful digital pages, I really don't want to cover that up, but you know, I might change my mind on that because I think I only put one music book page in here, so I don't really want to cover, I don't want to cover up, you know, too many of the digital pages. So let's see how it looks on a music page. So I believe that this is the one that would go on the right, because you see this one? See, the flip is over here. And I think you want the flip on the outside. So it would go like this. And then you have your flip here. And all of your pockets. And you can make these different sizes too. If you use a smaller piece of paper, but I just went ahead and used 8.5 by 11. I think it's really neat. So I'm going to go ahead, glue this down here. And I think I'm going to glue it. I'm trying to see if I want two sides and have this open because it's kind of easier to get things in and out. Or do I want to go ahead and glue three sides down? I think I can always come back and glue this down, but let me just see how that would work. If I just had these three down, would it be secure enough to put things in and out of all of these pockets? I think it might be all right. That's really kind of a hard decision because I want it secure, you know what I mean? I think I'm going to go ahead and do three sides. I just feel like that side needs to be secure on this pocket. So let's try it and see how we like it. But I think this journal is going to turn out really nice. Have lots of writing room and room for your, you know, mementos and things, and you know, for writing too. So that's how I like to make my journals, a little decoration, little nice decorations, fun. I always like to try something new in each journal. So this is my new things in this one, these pockets that I've never made before. So I glued down on three sides and we're leaving the top open as a pocket. And I used art glitter glue. You know, that's, if you use art glitter glue, you know that's a very secure glue that's going to hold anything you put it on down permanently. So I'm just kind of pushing that all down so we get a good secure adherence to the paper. So that's our first pocket, and we'll come back after that dries and put some things in the pockets. Maybe during this video, we'll have to see if we have time. Okay, so we glued down one of those. Let's do one of these and this one. So we're gonna look for a spot for these two now. And this one's smaller, so we might be able to, I might be able to handle putting that on a decorated page. We'll see. So this, I don't feel like I can glue anything to the onion skin paper. That would just be for writing on, or to glue something lighter than a pocket, you know what I mean? This needs to be supported by a little bit heavier of a page. And I don't want to glue anything right on the back of the page where I just glued something. I can, but I just want to see what other options I have here. So let's flip a little bit. We've got coffee dye. We've got the ledger, which could handle a page or a flip. But let me see. I want to put it on the best page where I think it would look the best. Also, the pocket here. We've got the avocado dyed paper. That would look pretty on there. I kind of want to put this on a decorated page though. So let's keep flipping. Like a lighter, maybe this one's kind of bright. So maybe a lighter page. Let's see what we have here. This is ledger type page. A little bit more flipping. I think, let's see. And it really is hard to decide sometimes, right? Okay. Just want to see what my options are before I decide. Okay, let's come back from the back. maybe here. I think this lace has a nice contrast with this whole overall look of this page, and it doesn't cover up too much of it, but it also might be a good page for this, because this is an overall design and not like a separate like design like this has a Eiffel Tower down here in the corner. I wouldn't want to cover that up. That's kind of like the main graphic on this page. So yeah, let me go back here and go ahead, since I think this is a good spot, put this down here. And this needs to be glued on 3 sides, so let's do that. Use some of our handy dandy little art glitter glue here. But I hope everybody had a great day. It's Friday when I'm taping this or videoing this. I don't mean to say taping. We don't tape anymore, do we? But I just hear people say that all the time. It's kind of in my brain, taping. But yeah, I had a great day. I got to meet my granddaughter for the first time. And so I got to help them hold her, and so I held her while they did some other things in the house. And we all went over, my husband, me, my youngest son, and that's my oldest son that had a child, so my youngest son went with us. We all met her for the first time. Everybody got to hold her. She was just sleeping the whole time. You know how new babies are. They just sleep. So, and she's a little jaundiced, so they're kind of learning about that. And they've had to take her back for a few tests where the doctors are saying, it's not serious. She really doesn't need to be put in the doctor's office under a light or anything. We just need to watch her. But they are saying, like when my youngest son was born, he had jaundice, and they had me put him in a window in what they called indirect sunlight. So I did, and that took care of the issue. So that's kind of what they told them. And so when I was over there, I was like, this window, we kind of looked around, and I said, this window right here looks like a good window. Sun's coming in right now. Let's open these blinds, Let's open these blinds to get this girl some sun. So we opened the blinds. They opened the blinds. And so I sat there with her, holding her little face and her little body in the sunlight so she could I held her there for like an hour in the sunlight so she could get some sun today. And then it still held her there even when the sun was going down, and let her get that indirect sunlight for over an hour, really. So I hope that helped. We'll find out. They have to go back and have another test tomorrow, and they're really they had one nurse that didn't prick her very well. They prick the baby in the foot and the heel, and it really shouldn't hurt if the nurse does it right. But they let a trainee do it one day, and the trainee apparently doesn't have the touch yet, and the baby cried a lot, and like it hurt. And then so they were like, we don't want her again. She's a trainee. We didn't know she was a trainee, and if we knew, we probably wouldn't have okayed it. So then an experienced nurse did it this morning, and she didn't cry at all, like she didn't even know it happened. So there is a certain technique to it, right? So they're like, you know how you are when you're a new parent, or any parent. They're very protective of their child. So they were like, that nurse is not touching my baby again, type of thing. So, yeah, I'd be the same way. I don't care how many kids I've had, 1 or 5 or whatever. I would I don't want them hurting my baby. So, yes, so they got to go back tomorrow, so I'm sure they're not going to let that other nurse that hurt her touch her again. So let's I'm looking for a page for this. But other than that, everything is, that's not a big, hopefully it's not a big deal or anything, and she'll just be able to get some sunlight and not have any, further issues with that. Oh, I like that overall balloon page. I want to see if there's one up front here where I can put that other flip up. This might be good here. yeah, I think this would be good right here. See how pretty that looks? I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that? I think you can. So let's put this here. I like it there. That looks really pretty. So, but we all had fun meeting her and holding her. And my youngest son fed her. He never held a baby before. My youngest son, he's, you know, single, not married or anything. But yeah, he never held a baby before. So he held her today. And he fed her a bottle too. So yeah, pretty cool. He wasn't nervous or anything about it. He just was like, oh yeah, cool. I mean, she was just sleeping, so how could you have any problem with that, right? She barely woke up to eat, but she did. She was hungry. She ate, drank her bottle. So all is good. All is great. She doesn't fit in her infant clothes. Then she's like, she has to have a regular, you know, whatever, 0 to 3 months, not infant clothes, because they had a few infant clothes, infant size clothes, or newborn, maybe it's called newborn, and she's like, all of those are like they're trying them on her and taking a picture, and then that's it. She can't really wear them because when she tries to stretch out, it's too short for her. She can't, if it's a one-piece thing with feet and legs in it, she can't stretch all the way out because she's too long. Which is funny because my daughter-in-law is 5'1", so she had a tall baby, though. My son is tall, so... All right, so we did 3 of those pieces. I think that's good for now, and I want to save these in case we decide to put these in, but I want to see what else we want to put in here first, you know what I mean? Let's put one of these little fold outs, because these are cool too, and it's something else different than what I've done, another new thing than from what I've done before. So let's go ahead and glue it in, and then we'll see if we want to decorate it. So I think you're supposed to put this in so it folds out like this. You're supposed to just pull it down like that, or put it in a corner and it pulls out like that. So let's find a corner. We put 2 in the front. Let's put this one in the back half somewhere. Find a pretty little spot for it. Could put it here. And thank you for all y'all's congratulations too. I'm not like telling y'all things about my grandchild because trying to, get you to say anything about it, but I didn't even think of that when I am saying things. I don't think about, anything about it. I'm just letting y'all know what's going on in my life, right? and everybody was so nice. Everybody was saying congratulations and everything. So I really appreciate that. That was so nice that everybody said congratulations and everything. That was very nice of y'all. So I really appreciate that. This community, of course, y'all know if you're involved in it, that how nice everybody is and how we support each other. So it's very awesome. So that really means a lot to me. So thank you very much. So there we go. That's pretty cool, right? It just flips out like that. Nice little fold outs. Let's see if we can put something on here. I have, did I use up all my doily? No, I have a piece here that I cut some off of. So what I've been doing is kind of like looking at it and saying where, how do I want a piece of doily on here, and just cutting a piece to fit. So this I could cut here and make a little triangle. So, and what I've been doing to measure is just fold it over, kind of like right here. Like I want this to go across the top. So I need it to fold right here first. So let's cut that. And then we'll cut the other lines. I'm going to cut a line here. Grab my scissors. Let's try it. It's just a doily. If we do it wrong, we can remeasure. But so it'll go like this. And then, let's see, do I want to turn it? No, I think I measured it. So it would go right here on the edge. And then I'll fold again right here. So it'll come down right to this edge, and it'll fit right on here, just like it was meant to be. So before my time runs out, we'll glue this down, and then that might have to be the end of this video, and I will come back and let you know either what else I do before the flip through, or if I finish, well, I'll just come back with the flip through. And then I have one more project to complete that was not due till December 6 or 7 though, but I would like to go ahead and finish it right away because it's a little swap that I'm involved in, and we have to do 3 tags for that swap, and I know my partner's already said she was getting ready to mail my tag, so I was like, oh my goodness, I better get busy. Even though they're not due till December 6 or 7, you know, I might as well. I love making tags, that's why I signed up for it, so I'm up for that in the next couple of days. So look for that video. So that's what I'm doing today. I wanted to show you those pockets. They came out so neat, and then find spaces for them, and also update you on this journal. So I'll let you know where it heads from here, and I'll be back with you to share that with you. So thanks for watching today, and I'll see you next time. Happy crafting.